What's up, YouTube viewers and friends? This is another game that I'm going to look at. That's somewhat by Friends Software, which I've never heard of before. It's an MSX game that's been ported. It's pretty popular, but I'm not any MSX expert. That sentence right there could have set anybody up for failure, and like, you're going to say MS expert or something like that. Yeah. Well, anyway, this is sort of like a enduro / pole position type of 2D racing game, where you have like, the 3 different spots that the obstacles will show up, and you got like little things that you can pick up. Well, not all those games have little things you can pick up, but this game you got flags and fish that fly up out of the holes. Well, the 2 kinds of obstacles are little holes and big holes. The big holes you can get stuck in, you have to press the space bar to climb back out of. Little holes, one of 3 things can happen with each little hole. Number 1, you can have a fish fly out. If you get that fish, you get extra points. Number 2, a seal pops out. You don't want to run into him. You can't jump over him. That's the big problem there. You have to dodge him. And then the 3rd thing, nothing happens. It's just a hole. You can dodge it. You can jump over it and dodge it, whatever you want to do with it. My biggest problem with this game is the seals, because you just move so slow. That's my biggest problem right now, is that you just go so slow that you can't dodge anything. And then the seals only show themselves after halfway getting to you, so yeah, that's kind of a problem. You have to be psychic to dodge those suckers anyway. Unless you want to go slower, which is kind of a pain in the butt, because this is one of those games where you have to go so far in so much time, like an arcade game. It's kind of impossible if you're going slower than the max speed half the time. In the map screen right here, these little dots, you have to go from dot to dot in the races. And apparently it's going all the way around Antarctica. That's why it's called Antarctic Adventure anyway. I'm not really familiar with like the MSX's capabilities here, but all I know is that the sound is somewhat nice. Like when the game starts and when the race starts, or after the race ends, the music is pretty good, but the in-game racing music is kind of boring. Just listen to it, it's kind of irritating. After a while it just loops so many times it just gets in your head and you go nuts. But like, the title screen, or like after the game starts and stuff, that has some pretty cool arcadey sounds to it. The graphics are just, pretty good, I guess. I wouldn't really know what to describe them as. They're just graphics. They're kind of pixely, like any other kind of console. I don't really have very much to compare it with, because this is an MSX type game. But I guess I've seen like the videos of it on YouTube, the real MSX version. This appears to be a pretty good port of that game there. I've had one issue with the graphics though, because when I was using this computer on an LCD display, either like the resolution or the scan rate or something like that went out of the range for it, so it just didn't work. It works on this nice big old Dell Trinitron or Sony Trinitron type CRT thing. I'm pretty sure it's Sony that has the Trinitron branding. I don't know why this Dell monitor has it. I guess Dell and Sony sort of paired up and, they stuck Sony tubes inside of a Dell monitor. I'm guessing. I like my monitor. It's freaking awesome. It's the best picture on Earth. One thing I find funny about this translation is that you press the escape button and then you get this load and save screen where you can sort of quit the game down there, load save states and save states, save states, yeah, and all that jazz. But if you like quit, here you get this page where it says some pretty funny stuff there in the list, like, hello bastards, lamers, and other computer fellows or whatever. But then it crashes. Like, I don't know why, it just crashes. But anyway, yeah, get rid of that crap. So that's pretty much all I need to say about this game. There's not much else to it, like Tyrion, because that game's awesome. It's not as strategy related as the Banyan Wars game, but I guess it's somewhat fun. It's not really the best at all. You know, I wouldn't really like go around playing it every day, but, like Tyrant for sure. Play Tyrant every day because that music is awesome and it's great fun. But this, not so much. It's kind of interesting to look at, I guess, if you are a fan of the MSX computers, because it's a pretty good translation from what I've seen. So that's pretty much it for this video. See you later.